Good morning to everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm out here on my balcony drinking coffee. It's still kind of dark still. And just come out here to look at my pretty crepe myrtle over there, blooming. I'll move you a little bit if you can see it. There it is. Yeah. And my advice, and I'll tell you, I've lost one by one, and I must have had 15 of them. And I planted them maybe close to 30 years ago. And they were huge. So I'm going to show you what happens. And it just one at a time. It's a Leland cypress. So here we go. I'm going to take you over there right quick. And I'm going to show you this gorgeous tree that all these little birds depended on in the winter to stay out of the cold and stay safe. And let's see if I can turn you. I'm on my stairs. Well, let me just switch the camera. There we go. See it? There's nothing you can do. Once it starts shutting off, I had them all along here. Had them at the back all along for blockage and sound control. And that's that. It's shut off. So it's pretty. I'm gonna have to. Ooh, my word! Can y'all see what I see? Right there. Ooh, big old spider. I'm not afraid of spiders. I just don't want them to bite me. Let me tilt you down if I can. And look at how that water lettuce has grown over that pond. It's fantastic. Okay, back up a little bit so y'all can see the floor down here. That's my walkway. Okay. This is this is the spiral stairs, the speckly thing. And I'm not going to paint that anymore. I'm going to let it speckle. But anyway, I thought I'd show y'all that tree. It just stands out like a sore thumb. It just ruins everything. Okay. I'm going to come on back. Here we go. Back on the porch. Um, okay. But anyway, my advice. They're beautiful. I love them. I love to smell them. I love to see that the animals are using them for safety. But once they get up huge and they get beautiful, and you're just so proud that you planted them and all that, and then they're gone. Now I'm sure there's other cedars that you could plant, but not the Leland. It gets a disease, um, and it spreads through your garden. So the way I've got to cut that down is one branch at a time. One branch at a time. So anyway, enough about that. It'll get done. I'm not worried about it. But it's really humid here. Humid. For those of y'all that are not used to humidity, um, it just knocks your socks off if you're not used to it. And you come into it, it just takes your breath. But it is what it is. Everybody has their different kind of weather. I got a little candle out here with me this morning. Let's see if y'all can see it. That smells so wonderful. From the thrift store. It says it's very berry, and boy does this smell good too. But I brought it out here and didn't bother turning over the overhead lights. So, but that's what it's doing here. I don't pick it up and drink out of it. You know, I watched a video this morning of this young Asian girl fixing up a house for her to live in. And I know in those videos they're not doing that all themselves, you know. I know that. But that's okay, you know. Um, what it does is it gives you makes you enthusiastic about maybe, you know, creating something, even if it's just gluing and pasting and anything like that. It gives you the goal power to do it, you know. And I like that, you know. And I wondered maybe that I'm doing that to some people, you know, making you think, oh yeah, you know, I need to do that. You know, I need to. I could paint a little, or I could glue a little something here and there. And when you're watching, you don't have to be like an artist. It doesn't have to look like an artist, you know. Um, and you can decorate. I've had so many people um, want to do what I do, but they say, "Oh, I just can't do it. I just don't know how to do it. I don't know how to start." Well, what you do is you start with one thing, or you start with two. You know, one thing, build up at a time, and you know, it builds up, and you make an area, or you decorate. You know, get you a picture here, picture there. You don't like it, take it down, move it, put it away till you decide. Um, but that's how you do it. Anyway, what I'm getting at, I'm all fumble mouth this morning, is that video encouraged me. So uh, I'm not sure what it's encouraged me to do, but I guess to mess around, fool around in junk and pick up junk and make something else out of it. Uh, you know. But anyhow, I'm out here this morning. I'll change the subject. I'm out here this morning listening to the wild, the birds, the frogs, the crickets, katydids, whatever that is in the trees. Um, Now, I haven't been in my back for a few days down there, down the pond. So today I'll probably go back there and see what's, you know, needs my attention. And so everything, when you open the door and you go back there, it's just, everything is just grown. It just takes your breath like, whoa, this is like a jungle. It's truly like a jungle. And, you know, you have to hack some of that jungle back. Maybe that's why I'm giving them my hanging pots with spider plants to kind of cut down on the jungle. Speaking of that, I better get some more going. You know, I clip off the little babies off the plant and put them in a hanging pot, and hang them up somewhere and get them going. Somebody else, I guess. But anyway, I just kind of took my relax yesterday. You know, just kind of once in a while we need to do that. Take our time and do nothing. That's what I'm trying to get at. Do nothing. But anyway, oh, about my husband and his shoes, ladies' shoes. He doesn't wear the shoes. He doesn't want to wear the shoes. That's not what he does. He gets in the shoes and he picks them up and he handles them and looks at them. I don't know. And when I ask him several times, what are you doing? You know, um, I'm just wondering how these women can walk in these things. You know, and I'm thinking, You're a liar. You're, you're over here playing in these shoes. Get out of these shoes. Now, what if I went over there to the men's shoes and I was handling the men's shoes and looking around, and, you know, somebody starts to think, what are you doing? I don't know what they would think. I don't know. I never thought about that. But I tell him, come on out of here. You're embarrassing me. I'm not over there anymore. Come on. You know? And he's still looking at the shoes. Oh, I'll get him on the camera. I'll get him. Catch him. Handling this lady. Put those shoes down. And the thing is, the shoe racks are right in the line where we check out. And you have to wait for him to call you. You have to stand in this one area behind this kind of roped thing. And you wait for them to call, next on 2, next on 5, and you're waiting your turn. Anyway, the shoes are on these racks lined along there. And he's in the racks. I said, come on, you're embarrassing me. Get out of those shoes. You're starting to embarrass me. It's funny. But I'm going to try to trick him over there. And now he don't get in line with me so much anymore because he don't want to pay for anything. He's scared he's going to have to pay. Scared he's going to pull out his credit card. So he's sometimes I'll say, I don't think I have enough money. You better get this time. And that's what he's scared of. Oh, well. Oh, like I said, today I'll probably walk in the back there and look around, see what needs to be done. And I have 2 big loads of that mulch. After I got spreading it in the front, I loaded my 2 big old containers up, my 2 wagons up, and pulled them to the back and set them up back here and covered them, so I could have them back here. Those boxes that I use, I call them boxes, those big old, what are they called? Vigo planter boxes, or I don't know. Anyway, they're 32 inches tall, and so I have to keep adding to them. And underneath one of them, I have plastic tubs because I didn't have enough soil, so I built it up with these plastic tubs that I was going to throw in the garbage. And I thought, no, I'll just use these to build my soil up. So I'm probably going to want to take some of those out, 1 or 2. Start that, take them out, and put the mulch in there. But that is a way to, fill up your tubs that if you buy them, and instead of putting those logs in that they talk to you about, put in some of that tree mulch if you can get it. But if you do talk them into dropping it off in your yard, just know that it could be a lot. So, but it's nice. It's nice out here. I got my long sleeves on, so I'll see how long I can stand it. So I won't. And I got my Vicks dotted my neck and my wrist to fight off the mosquitoes, and I got a fan. That's the thing about these areas where it's real warm in the south. You can't always enjoy yourself outside like you think because of the mosquitoes. You go out late in the evening, you're going to be, you're doomed. And if you go out in the morning, I guess you're doomed. And even in the day, you're just doomed all day long. So you have to learn how to protect yourself. And I've got a hunting net somewhere that I used over my head or face. And if I don't, I might order me one. It just goes over your hat, and you can go out and work in your garden and fool around your yard, and the mosquitoes won't bother your face. And even, not even the mosquitoes, those little bitty gnats, like if you bend over and you're working in your garden or working in that flower bed, they just seem like like you're a cow or something. They're all over your nose and your mouth. And it's just, but I'm going to look for that net because I really need that, you know. But now I'm talking out of my head again, talking about nothing. So, yeah. Okay, I'll let y'all go since I don't really have a conversation of anything going on here. Um, I don't know. I don't think anybody asked me anything that I can recall. I told them where I got that blind, and it was at an estate sale. And they sell them online, or you can find them at estate sales. People usually put them in their garage when they're through with them. You'll find them in their garages, or if you go to carport sales, I guess you could ask, y'all got an old blind, bamboo or wicker blind, something like that you put in your garage or storage building you don't want. I just, when I go to carport sales, I don't necessarily see what I want out there. I'll ask them, y'all got an old wood ladder? I'm looking for one. Y'all got any old broken pots? You know, yeah, I break them up, put them in my walkway. Y'all have any of those? Uh, you got any old dishes? Ceramic dishes, that you don't want. I don't give them much for it. Um, and I break those up. I put them in my walkway, right on, just chunk them right on top of your rocks. They'll blend in. As long as they're not glass or sharp or anything like that, or real sharp ceramic, they'll blend in that way. I think I got a few of them right now. I need to go back there and bust up. I just bust them up with a hammer and throw them into the walkway. Uh, but yeah, that's I ask them, for things. If I don't see it, you know, a lot of times people have things they just didn't feel like getting out, and they'll go get it. Um, oh yeah, she wants that. Well, happy to get rid of that junk. You know. Uh, but anyhow, this is Friday, and there may be some carport sales starting today. State sales for sure, but they'll be high dollar. They'll be up on their price. And of course, I would like to. I haven't been over to the uh, any of the garden shops lately. I'd like to go over there and look, see what they got reduced, or look into the seeds, or look in something. I'm looking for me a dark green umbrella. That's what I want, dark green, to match my window boxes. I want the dark green to match my window boxes. So that's what I'm looking for. And if I don't find it for long, I'll probably just order it on the internet. So, but okay, I guess I've jabbered 18, 19 minutes here, 20 minutes. So that's about right. Your visiting neighbor is going to leave now. She's at 20 minutes, and she's out. Um, the little bird is wonderful. Those little wrens, lots of times that's what you're hearing when you're listening to my videos. It's wren. They just fuss, fuss. They don't want you messing around, where they're at. They won't hurt you or anything. They're tiny. But they do a lot of fussing. So that's okay. Fine with me. Um, so I'll go. It's my time to go. And I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good day. Seems like I should say something. something I'm supposed to say. I don't know. But I'll think of it later. I know I will. So, okay, I'm going to go. Hey, y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.